Hi, Mrs. Olson. So for math, I have been doing some review, but I will get to that later. My mom had been making me do some Prodigy games on her computer, and it set them in 8th grade level math. I'm like, no way, because they're giving me area and perimeter of a shape. Normally like either a rectangle or a square. And then they ask me, what is this side? They give you one side. What is the other side? It's like that's not 8th grade. It's just not. Just no.
Okay, move on.
Okay. I made one mistake on these 2 pages, better than last time, which I made a lot of mistakes. And now I had to write a stuff. But adding, subtracting fractions, and multiplying decimals. Multiplying with decimals, not multiplying decimals.
Okay.
But I only made one mistake, and it was on the multiplying decimals. Right? Yeah. It was number 12. Instead of doing 0.088, I did 0.88.
Okay.
So that happened, and for history, I learned about World War One, or WW1, just shortened it up. But the main reason why it's like a main thing is because World War One, it was called the Great War because, well, it's great, and basically the world got involved with it. And the only reason it's called World War One is because there's a World War Two, and not like they could call it the Great War Two. GW1.
Okay. What was important about World War One?
The most important thing I would say is that the area between like Russia, Egypt, and Britain or Great Britain, all the not geological, but like where everybody's territory was.
What about that?
The Austro-Hungarian Empire got destroyed back into Austria and Hungary. I don't know why it's called Hungary because it's like in the USA, there's a word called Hungary, and it sounds a lot like Hungary.
Okay.
It's weird.
Focus back, please.
Okay.
So
Well, anyway, and they each got a smaller little like territories, and well, anyway, most of the smaller empires destroyed, replaced with bigger empires. Well, that whole stuff happened, and basically, big whole change out. Everybody doesn't want to fight again, but they will because I can see into the future. Wow, yay.
Okay. How about the way they fought? Was there anything new about that?
Yes. The way they fought was instead of lining up in a line against each other in bright yellow and green uniforms, doing hut, aim, fire. Why would you do that? It's just like, hey, look, I'm right here, blah.
Okay.
It's
So
just
what changed?
they became more like the guerrilla warriors of before. So, like before now, and now they're hiding in trenches behind trees and shooting and throwing bombs, and basically just
Okay.
not lining up in a non-smart fashion.
Okay. Okay. Now, science.
For science, I went to the Pi exhibition because Pi Day was today, and I was wearing a shirt which had 3.1415926535. That's all I can remember. But I had a shirt which basically had a wolf smelling at like a pie, which was like cooling, and had like 3.141592 whatever all the way to the pie. So like dot dot dot, so
Okay.
on.
Okay, what did you do today?
Well, anyway, I went to the pie exhibition at Pierce College. I know, it's not country, but it starts with a C. Well, anyway, we went into their dome, and then they showed us like big, weird-looking images. Like there's like a sponge, but I was like, no, this looks more like the inside of the giant, weird-looking head in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
And then I like the fractals. They look cool.
Okay. How about anything about space?
Space, they had some sort of telescope, which is the biggest telescope ever. Big hexagonal mirrors and like 3 wires going to like another mirror, probably more like a sensor. I don't know, but basically biggest telescope in space. They had like models and something like that, but other than that, I became a rover, and I had to go around, pick up a star by walking forward 2 steps, left step 1, right step 3.
So
Against
where do they
the
use
stars.
rovers like that?
Mars, basically anywhere they can, which
So-
won't either burn them up, drown them in water, or maybe not in water, because if they had water, they probably would have life. So either not burn them to death and melt everything, and basically not just fall through the atmosphere and just burn up on the way.
So there's considerations about environment that you need to
Mars.
take into.
And basically the moon. Maybe
Okay.
Pluto someday, but that's about it.
Okay. Language arts.
Language arts, I finished Redwall, and Mom and me have been pointing out alliteration everywhere. Like today on the radio, I heard they use, as I call it, Turbot Talk, because in Tyrion's show, Paw Patrol, Captain Turbot just like, is it possibly possible in your Paw Patrol powers to get me down? Loppies. Just, he does alliteration a lot.
Okay.
So, yeah. It was like, and don't forget the terrific tabletop, whatever, something like that in the radio.
Okay. And piano.
For piano, I am basically almost done with my Hands Together for Echo Says, first song in book 1. And also, I started Right Hand in a short story, the second book in book 2.
The second book in book 2.
Second song in book 2.
Okay. So you, in math, you said you made a lot of mistakes the other day.
Yeah.
What kind of mistakes were they?
Simple mistakes.
Like?
Forgetting to carry my decimal. Wait, no, that was today. Never mind. Carrying my decimal was today. Forgetting pluses and minuses was yesterday's problem. And also not being able to read my ones.
So what are you planning on doing?
Basically just focus and go slow. Pay attention and don't rush.
What was that last one again?
Don't rush.
Okay. Is there any other place that you're supposed to slow down and not rush?
In my writing and basically everywhere else except for maybe baseball.
Okay. You have anything else you want to tell her?
Yeah. Pie expedition. We extracted DNA from wheat by using soap and rubbing alcohol.
Very cool. Was it very cool?
Yes, because it looks like the whole entire concoction glows, but it doesn't glow because when it was in my pocket when we went into the big
It's
dome,
called the Space Dome.
into the space dome, and I took it out. Is it glowing? Nope. It just looks like a whitish liquid.
Okay. Anything else?
Bye.